For anybody who's paying attention, this shouldn't be too much of a surprise. The nanny state boat has arrived for the internet, and this is probably the first step for the foreseeable future. I'm not kidding you. Twitch has banned words like virgin and simp, and get used to it because it doesn't likely stop here. What's happening, everybody? I'm Tommy C. This is Shopping Point News on the main channel. Make sure you check out my other channel right here. And if you're new, make sure you sub and bell. You know, a nice podcast here for you. Rod Berzlew. I never knew how to say his name. I've been watching the guy for 10 years. Slasher. Twitch now says you can no longer call others simp, incel, and virgin, as they are now against TOS, along with emotes relating to the term simp. Twitch, baby, what is you doing? Well, Slasher, exactly what you and others have asked them to do. Take action against harassment. And the overcorrection was more than expected. This is what always happens when you ask people to come and police you. And there's always just like a shock, like, what happened? Why are they doing this? We just wanted Pokemon to get the heat off her. No, what is happening is a lot of times, I think in social media companies, they're waiting for government to step in. They're waiting to complain about harassment because it gives them all sorts of control over narratives, over culture. And when we ask them, yeah, Twitch has got to do something, YouTube's got to do something, got to step in, they have to make a stand against harassment, make a stand against racism. Bingo! Here you are. The boat's arrived. Slasher goes on. People online are absolutely overusing these terms that they are meaningless. Who cares if they're meaningless? Most pejoratives are meaningless. And losers constantly misuse the terms like simp to attack anyone who says anything nice about women. However, this likely won't address either of these problems. No kidding. So perfectly on the brand for Twitch rules. Please don't call me a simp. I'll report you to the Twitch police and internet authorities. Thanks. It wasn't, him and other personalities associated with Twitch crying and screaming and yelling about live stream fails. You get what you ask for. You really do. But that's not what we asked for. But that's what you get every time. What you never learn? It really is super unbelievable. An update from Twitch connecting to this thread. A Twitch spokesman has provided a statement on using terms such as simp and incel, stating that using these terms on their own wouldn't lead to enforcement, but we would take action if they were used repeatedly in a harassing manner. Well, don't you already have a policy on harassment and harassing people? What difference is what words they use? This is what they're doing right here is they're going to enforce it selectively. So, if they don't like you and say it once, you're gone. You'll probably get a short ban if you're a big shot and Twitch is counting on your sub money. This is just the way to do it. Because look, it doesn't really matter if somebody's actually legitimately harassing somebody online or stepping over the line. There's already a policy for that. The reason this policy was put into place was to punish words and words people say. What difference is what words they say when they're actually harassing people? This is funny right here. Guessing Hassan wrote these on the way out. Hassan, former big shot, his job, I don't know what the official name was or don't remember, and I don't really care, to be honest with you, but he was in charge of thought security. Yeah, there's an official title. He enforce rules, get people banned, what have you. They were breaking Twitch rules and got thrown out for allegedly sexually harassing people, which was a long rumor behind the scenes. Thank you, Richard Lewis, for brightening my day just a little bit. Well, there you go. I mean, it's pretty simple. It'll be enforced selectively. This is what happens when you ask people to police you. This is when you take that noble step against harassment. And Look, and conveniently, a lot of the people that are harassed are usually in hot water with the community, done something unethical, said something outrageous, and repeatedly hide behind that shield. And Twitch, and they're not the only ones. They're just the worst of the bunch. This really could be a trend set for YouTube. From what I hear or understand, this could be an off-platform thing. So you can lose your Twitch for calling somebody a simp or something of that nature. So, yeah, I mean, this really should be a lesson in things in general. When you ask to be treated like a kindergartner, you will be treated like a kindergartner eventually. I mean, the idea that if words are banned, that they don't live on or it addresses any kind of issue or anything like that. Set clear, concise, transparent rules and enforce them. That's it. Clear, concise, transparent rules. Is it any wonder that every time they're altered, they don't get the result they're intending? So more than likely, they will, considering they can't learn from anything, they will just continue to get more strict and more strict. And other companies will follow unless there's some kind of pushback. And yeah, I don't think it's harassment. I mean, although some would consider this harassment. If you have a problem with this, I would let Twitch know. Absolutely. Don't harass them. But yeah, speak your mind. It'll be, framed as harassment either way. But yeah, speak your mind. This is like completely outrageous. We don't need, a company connected to a Fortune 5, well, really the biggest company in the world right now, Amazon, really telling us what we can and can't say. And especially off platform. So yeah, get in there and let them know how you feel. I think it's perfectly outrageous that we're really working towards a society that really resembles like my fifth grade teacher who would constantly regurgitate the phrase, that's inappropriate, that's inappropriate, that's inappropriate. And keep in mind, I was fifth grade? No, I think I was a freshman in high school. Yeah. And constantly, if you want to be treated like a freshman in high school, keep begging, keep begging these companies, your government, to protect you, protect your little ears, because this is what you get. They're more than happy, absolutely more than happy to take charge. They're more than happy to enforce what they would really like to force. And at the end of the day, it's just power over others. There is not a lot of opinions on Twitch that are allowed that won't be framed as harassment that don't represent Hassan Habibi's thought processes. So yeah, I would get on off platform, don't use the word simp, and say how outrageous this is, and tell them that I don't need to be disciplined like a freshman in high school. I don't need to be in kindergarten, because a lot of you people out there, and even people that listen to my show, you're asking to be contained. You're asking for protection, and authoritarians sweep in and will always answer the call with stuff like this. So take this as a principle for something bigger, and not just, well, it's a streaming video game thing. It'll never grow out of here. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. It always has. It always does.